Welcome back, my boys and girls. So we've got another ROM hack video for you guys today. And it's going to be a Mario Kart 64 ROM hack. Dragon Ball Kart 64 by I'm a Vegeta. Nice. So this one is pretty interesting. I did a full playthrough on this circuit on my other channel if you want to peep that out. But today we're just going to kind of breeze through some highlights, just kind of look at it. You know, you've got several different cups. Everything is Dragon Ball themed, obviously. And, you know, several Dragon Ball characters. Pretty interesting stuff. All the voiceovers is redone with Dragon Ball references and voiceover work. Not necessarily voiceover work, but you know what I mean. You know, ripped voiceover stuff and put into the game. Essentially, what we are looking at here is a pretty interesting one. If you are really into Dragon Ball, definitely could recommend this. I grew up, you know, watching Dragon Ball Z and you know, Dragon Ball like a lot of people, Dragon Ball GT, all that kind of stuff. As far as games went, though, I never really got into too many Dragon Ball games. I think the only one that I was really into was Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, I believe it was called, on the PlayStation 1. I had quite a few friends back in the day who were into that game, and it was just stupid fun to me. Maybe at some point I might have to catch up on some Dragon Ball games. I think the only other one that I played was a Game Boy Advance role-playing game. I remember it was kind of a top-down thing with Goku or Gohan. I don't even remember for sure. It's been such a long time ago. But if you guys have any Dragon Ball games that you know of that are pretty flippin' sweet, you can definitely recommend them to me and I'll peep them out. But today we are looking at this ROM hack that is Dragon Ball themed. And like I said, if you're really into Dragon Ball stuff, this might be your jam right here. If you're not, I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't care about Dragon Ball, this one is probably going to be a big pass. Reason being is that mostly from what I have seen from playing through the different tracks and messing around with the game modes and whatnot, is that this is not a big hack. What it essentially is nothing is really changed up other than textures and some graphics. We don't have any track redesigns that I have noticed anyway. Like I said, just a different coat of paint over the same game. And that's fine. That's definitely fine. But for people who are looking for a new challenge, you know, new kind of gameplay, you know, revisit a classic but have, you know, a new twist to it, this might not you know, scratch that itch there for you, unfortunately. Some things may change with this though, because this is currently a beta release of the game. And like I said, it's fun, but you probably really got to be a Dragon Ball fan. I really do dig that a lot of the backgrounds, sound effects, and whatnot are Dragon Ball themed. That definitely helps, and see me here screwing up. But I did pick Trunks because for some reason I remember always playing as Trunks in Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Just figured why not. But not anything that I'm noticing here as far as you know, a change in the way the game mechanics work. Just, you know, everything. You got a little Kamehameha blast instead of turtle shells and things like that. You know, it's still pretty cool though. A lot of the stuff has that new coat of paint on it. There's some stuff, like I said, I don't want to be too critical with a beta release, but hopefully once this is, you know, wrapped up and finalized, if it's just going to stick to a, you know, texture, you know, hack type thing, you know, I hope they do a little more with it. Some of the later tracks that I played are pretty good as far as the textures go. This one I think is pretty good with the graphics they used, but I would like to see a lot more done as far as pulling out like the Super Mario reference, you know, stuff that's in the backgrounds and things like that. Maybe, you know, make it even more Dragon Ball, because definitely this fits with, you know, the Dragon Ball style. It really fits, and it works well on this game engine here. It looks great. You know, you could really have that Dragon Ball feel, I guess you would say. But for me, it's not it's not a ROM hack that I necessarily am gonna revisit or continue to play through anyway. I'll definitely revisit it once there's a future release of it, or there's more done to it, just to kind of see what has changed or been added. And like I said, I'm not trying to be critical, but with ROM hacks, if it's just a theme change, it's got to speak to you for you to really be into it. And for me, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan in the world. Did enjoy it back in the day, but wasn't a fanatic. Wasn't crazy about it. I don't own any figures or Blu-rays or DVDs or anything like that. Like I said, I only played a handful of games that were Dragon Ball themed, and they were pretty cool. But for me, this is one that it's neat, it's cool, but not enough is done for me to really be extremely impressed. I am extremely impressed with the characters being completely changed out, and the work that was done to make them look this way. Definitely fits and looks great. The little effects and the speech that you used is kind of neat and funny in some regards, but really wish the textures, there was a little more done with that. I know it would be pushing it to say, hey, can we get some track overhauls, like change up the tracks and whatnot. I'm not 100% on how you would do a ROM hack on the Nintendo 64. I know it can be done. There's been plenty of awesome ROM hacks for the Nintendo 64, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking out as many of them as I can in the future here on this great, wonderful channel of ours, Madlittlepixel, and my other channel, Madlittlepixel Gaming, where, like I said, I do have the full non-commentary playthrough of this circuit uploaded as of now. If you just want to kind of peep it out and see the full race and all my blunders and nonsense, if you will. But if you want to check this out, I'll put a link in the description to I'm a Vegeta. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I'm a Vegeta. I'm a Vegeta. I'm a Vegeta. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel. He has all the links and everything, and all the information for this specific ROM hack over there. You get a lot more information on it. I just wanted to peep it out, kind of showcase some stuff here, and give you an idea of what you're getting yourself into if you jump into this one. Definitely some neat work was done. A lot of cool stuff was done to make this the way it is, and it seems like there's still going to be some more work to be done. The one thing I do want to note, and I should have stated this in the beginning, is that I am playing on original hardware, so this will work on flash carts, repro carts, that kind of thing, on original hardware. You can emulate it to your heart's content on any kind of emulator that will run this, but the one thing with hardware or emulators, you do need to make sure RAM expansion is accessible, is working. Original hardware, obviously you're going to need the RAM expansion cart pack in your system. I believe if you don't, you lose like the music or the sound, something like that. I didn't test it without, but that's what I heard is the reason, something to do with the sound, I guess, is why you need the RAM expansion to play this game. Most of us who have a Nintendo 64 have a RAM expansion, because there's so many great games that utilize it. So I'm pretty damn sure if you have a Nintendo 64, most likely you have that ready to go. But here, as we finish this final lap, we'll get to see the ending sequence for completing a course in first place. Obviously, we don't roll any other way here, especially on Dragon Ball, Mario Kart, ROM hacks. Obviously, what are you thinking? But I do like, it is pretty well put together as far as, the naming, stuff like that. Everything is complete in that regards. The backgrounds, everything has all those Dragon Ball references. A lot of neat stuff going on there. Different colors, different textures being used, different overlays, different sound effects. So it is pretty cool. If you're into Dragon Ball, this is going to be one that will be right up your alley. If you are not into Dragon Ball, then yeah, this will most likely be a pass, because there's not enough new here to really warrant wanting to play through the same game once again. I would say, hey, I would just play Mario Kart 64 again, but If you're into Dragon Ball, definitely check it out. Links will be in the description for you guys. So I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Smash that like button. If you have any ROM hacks you want to share with me or you want me to showcase on this channel, drop a message down below and I will do my best to peep it out and showcase it here for everybody to see. Give my thoughts and impressions and whatnot. So, that said, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye. Boom.